Hello everyone, my name is SeaTactics for the win, otherwise known as Ben, and welcome back to the 12 Days of Anime, the greatest span of 12 days known to man, and it's all thanks to the people that put it together over at 12 Days of Anime. Whether you're watching the video, whether you're a part of it like myself, or the people behind the scenes putting it together, thank you guys so much for making this thing a reality. I appreciate it. I'm sure everyone watching this video does. So, with that being said, let's talk about Hyouka and why you should watch it. The synopsis, of course, once again, is from my anime list. Energy conservative high school student Hodoro Otaki ends up with more than he bargained for when he signs up for the Classics Club at his sister's behest, especially when he realizes how deep-rooted the club's history really is. Begrudgingly, Otaki is dragged into an investigation concerning the 45-year-old mystery that surrounds the club room. Accompanied by his fellow club members, the knowledgeable Satoshi Fukube, the stern but benign Mayaka Ibara, and the ever-curious Eru Chitanda, Otaki must combat deadlines with lack of information and resourcefulness and hidden talent in order to not only find the truth buried beneath the dust of works created years before them, but of other small side cases as well. Before I rewatched Snafu, this was my favorite slice of life anime of all time. After I finished watching Snafu and completing season 2, that one's now my favorite, but Hyouka is no slouch. This anime has some of the most memorable characters in all of slice of life anime, and especially all of KyoAni, which we'll talk about in a moment. Chitanda, Mayaka, Satoshi, Hodoro, those are some really great, memorable main characters. And throughout the series, their relationship, how they react, their character writing, things like that. It's just really tremendous how this series is written and how well it is all pulled off. Another great thing about this series is its art and animation. Small details like shadows casted from the trees so that when some character is walking under a tree, you can see the impressions left behind of a leaf as the sun strikes it. It is such an incredibly detailed anime. Even smaller things to deal with shadows, like in certain lighting, you will see the character's shadows from their hair, and even when they're moving, they will be dynamic and they will be animated as such. It is really just one of the best animated slice of life anime to ever be made. That's not even exaggerating. In fact, I think that would be selling it short a little bit. Not only that, but it's got a great dub. The dub came out some years later in 2017 when the original series aired in 2012. In fact, it didn't even get subs until 2017 along with the physical release here in the States. And when the dub came out, they got a different cast. The cast in this anime is not the same Funimation cast we've had for years and years and years. This is, I believe, an LA cast, which the LA cast is not exactly well known to many people. It's just a really good dub, and it's one of the better dubs Funimation has produced in recent years, although lately Funimation has been killing it with their dubs. So I would say for sure watch this series dubbed. I've watched a little bit of it subbed. I've watched a lot of it subbed actually, and while it's good, I just prefer the dub more. But really, you should be watching this show because it's a great mystery show. It really is. The mysteries are engaging, and while they're not super complicated a lot of the times, they do throw you for a loop, and the twists in the series are very weighty, and they mean something to the plot, and they're not just there to go, aha, got you, viewer, for not thinking the obvious thing. Another reason you should watch it is because of the awesome character writing. Like I said, the memorable characters, they're so memorable because of how well they're written, how they interact with each other, how they develop throughout the mysteries. Hodoro is an incredibly well-written character. He is full of depth. He is probably one of the most complicated slice-of-life characters ever. And once again, that's probably selling him short a little bit in some capacity. But really, the reason you should watch this is KyoAni at its best. KyoAni has not produced an anime this good since. And yeah, I know Silent Voice is out there, and I know a lot of people prefer Silent Voice and think it's their best anime. I think that's their most popular anime. I think it's a little overrated. I think Hyouka is their best anime ever made, for sure. And I think just from saying that alone, I think it's worth a watch. Not a lot of people like Hyouka because the first arc is kind of slow, but I will say if you can get through that first arc, you will have a fun time. And if you don't want to get through the first arc, that's fine. You don't have to watch it. In my opinion, it's one of my favorite anime of all time, and I have a review for it up on my channel that is actually 49 minutes long because I had 49 minutes of things to say about Hyouka. So that's how much depth there is to this show if I can talk about it for 49 minutes. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for checking out 12 Days of Anime. I want to ask, have you guys seen Hyouka? If not, did my review convince you to go out and pick it up on Blu-ray or watch it on Funimation? I'm really eager to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And while you're there, give me a smooch. I wouldn't mind that. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day, and come check back tomorrow on the 10th day of the 12 Days of Anime. We're very close to the end, and once again, I am sad, but at the same time happy because we're getting to the end of a great series. So with that being said, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.